It's me again. My name is Big Adeka, the first, they call me the GCON, the Grand Comedian of Nigeria. Welcome to Gisting with the GCON. My guest today is Nigeria's #1 drink service provider. Our company is a pioneer of many ideas that have become a trend in the drink service business in Nigeria. She has become a role model for many women and men inclusive. She's a trained nurse and a graduate of the Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife. She started her business in her university days whilst helping her late mom, who was a soft drink seller at Tejuosho market. Back then, she ran her business with her husband, Bernard Okoli, and they built BONNIX drinks into a big brand of international standards. Ladies and gentlemen, my sister, my friend, my gist partner, my buddy of life, Mrs. Bola Okoli. I call her Bobo BONNIX. Mama, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Inonjo Giriosa, sister me. Is there you started business with your by supporting mom?
My mom. Yeah.
But is there anything she told you in those days that has kept you going now?
My mom, love you. Let me start. Let me remove these glasses so that you can look at me.
I can
see my face.
Yes,
Go. You know, my mom, when I started this business, I didn't start like I trained from anybody, but let me just say, I was helping my mom and I ended up helping myself. I was only trying to help my mom to sell because back then, when we were small, we started at Oyinbo, the popular Oyinbo market.
Oja Oyinbo, wow.
So I think I gained my training from when I was very small, like when I was 9 years old. Then I started selling with my mom. Then I remember back then, when people see me in front of the store, they are like, she will not settle us on credit. So when they come and they want to buy rice, my mom sells rice as in food. So water, we said Coke, said all sort of soft drinks, you know. And when they come, I will first of all ask them, show me Dani. If you don't have money, you cannot buy you. So most times I will just tell my mom to go and sit down. I'll be the one.
Because she's always giving them on credit.
She will. She's always selling on credit. And at the end of the day, when we want to buy meat in the evening for the following day, she's saying, I have so amounts with so person. And I'm like, why? Okay. That I learned from her that no, we must not sell on credit. So when they come, if you have your money, if there's only 1 naira you have, buy the food of 1 naira and go. No credit. So I learned from her, from them. I think my training started from there. Then after a while, she said I should go and meet her mom, my grandmother. So I had to go to Kogi. I went to my village, Ekiriade. I lived there. I did my secondary school in Ekiriade. So that was really, really my main training.
Learning ground.
That was my learning ground because my grandmother, she was the Yegbe Oja, Yegbe Church, Yegbe this, Yegbe that. So then back then, I was the one going to the market. I'll go to GWTG, I'll go to Port Harcourt to buy red oil. Yes, and I'll go to Abaji in Abuja to buy yam. Then I'll be inside the trailer. The you know. So that was my main training with my grandmother, and I'm happy I went to school because.
Do you speak Kogi?
Yes, I do.
Oh yeah,
very well.
Great Kogi people.
Hey,
great.
Ẹkún wàrà mi gan. Bọ́lá tí tó kún mi jẹ́ ọmọ Ìkìrìn Àdé.
Bobo.
I learned. I spent about 5 years in the village, so I speak my dialect very well.
So how did BONNIX start?
Okay. When I finished my secondary school, I went to nursing school, still in Kogi, but I still come back home to help my mom, my grandmother, to go and buy stuffs in Patiji, in Lokoja, and I still do all those ones. So when I finished my school, I came back to Lagos to my mom. Then my mom had already moved to Tejuosho. So when I got to Tejuosho, we had so many Igbo boys, a lot of them. My mother sells soft drinks. I would just sit in front of my mom's store, and they always come. I'm a pretty woman.
Yes, sir.
I was a pretty girl. Let me say.
Yes, sir.
Back then, black, tall. You see them coming. Here's a lie. It is not our mineral that they want to come and buy. They want to come and see me. So I saw that, and I quickly capitalized on. Okay, this is really good. Then I wanted to sell for my mother because the way they built Tejuosho back then, if you're selling provision, all of you on that street, you are going to be yes. So where we're very close to the canteen. We were the one where everybody's selling the same market. So my mother is like, we're not selling much. And so person is the one collecting all our customers. I sat down and I watched. I said, okay. I told her that we're going to leave the market for them. That I'm going to be getting our customers from outside. So I started by going to people's houses when they have their baby. Hey Joe, my mom sells mineral. Hey, do you want to buy from us? So I just started like that. Then they now also. Then I went to the company myself. Ooh. Yes, I went to the company. I told you I'm a pretty girl.
Yes, sir.
I went to the company myself. I went to meet the CM that sorry, I want you to be giving us our own market separately. Then he said I should pick a day that I want to. That was a war, a very big war, because when they bring markets,
people will be fighting for it.
Yes, maybe like 10 or 15 people are supposed to buy. Ooh. Then I now went there that I wanted
your own day.
Truck, my own day, for only me. I started by doing that because then I've reached out to a lot of people. Anything you're doing, please call me. I started taking drinks to their houses for ikomo, naming ceremony, and all those stuff. By the time I go back to pick my bottles, Jesus, Matidi, my mom will say, hey, aláìsọ̀tà àti tí ń tà báyìí ìgò tún tí ń dín jù. Then I now said to myself that okay, I am going to be charging them for any bottle that if I come back to pick my bottle and it's not complete, you're going to pay. I saw that they agreed. I started collecting money for missing bottles. Then at the time, I just said to myself, if I am bringing drinks to you, you pay for taxi now. I don't have a car. We don't have a car. We don't have a bus. They agreed.
Wow.
Okay. Good. That was the beginning.
Wow.
Then along the line, I went to school. Who are you? When I got to my school, I was selling orishirishi. Hey, gala, cook, food. I started cooking.
Wow.
I took Anna going from Lagos to Ife. So my jollof rice, my fried rice, my salad was bam. So everybody wants to eat my food. Then I started cooking for all the departmental parties.
The dinners. All week.
Then I will quickly come back from school to Lagos. I live Ife every Thursday. And I go every morning. I'm not sure anybody can try that now.
Sorry, what did you graduate with? Did you graduate third class?
I didn't even care. I don't even want to know the class. My own is I want to go to school.
Let me graduate so that nobody can do shakara for me.
Yes, and I'm grateful to God that I made that decision that I have to go to school when I went to school, because my brother.
So you this is novel. It's not every time you meet a pathfinder in a business. So you're like the Alibaba of the drinks business. So when did you now decide to start having boys that will serve? To start to modernize and modify it?
Yes, okay. I will still start by telling the story of Tejuosho, because I actually started doing parties when I was in Tejuosho with my mom. So when I'm going to supply, we have so many houses, those malams that will help me load it. Then I will just tell them that follow me, because when I get there, I can, you know, back then there was no PET, the
Yes.
plastic one.
Yes.
So we have the bottles one that you really have to
Have
carry
power.
power. Maybe let me say back then that was how I actually even developed
Got muscles.
muscles, all these places that you see now today. I developed it because I carry these things myself also.
Wow.
So as time goes on, I started calling my own people, please come and follow me. Then I bought shirts to them. That was when I graduated to now helping them to serve it. So it was really from A to B, from B to C for me. It was really like
So
the process I went through.
There was no rule. There was no this is how you will do it. You are the one who was setting the rules.
Yes, there was no rules.
No training school.
No training school. My mother was actually my training mistress then. That was the only thing I knew.
What were the challenges you had in those
back
early
then,
days?
Back then there was no stealing like this.
Oh.
No stealing.
I would have thought that it was then that they will be stealing your drinks.
No, there was practically no stealing back then when I started.
Wow.
Because nobody even knows what is called champagne. Nobody knows what is called brandy, like NSC and all that stuff. We don't even know it. Back then, there was no stealing. Our own is to just serve, collect back our bottles and
eat and go.
But the challenges back then was the fact that when you get to the venue, there was no canopy. They will make provision for the caterer, but for the drinks. Look at me now, fine girl. Will I stay inside rain or will I stay inside sun? Which one do you think I should be under? And I started making, because of the kind of person I am, I'm quick to challenge you. I'm quick to tell you that, come, don't do that to me. I don't want it. I'm quick to tell you that, no, don't treat me as somebody that is nobody. I don't want to be treated that way. So back then, I remember that I fought through that fight that no, I must be under the canopy. And okay, as time goes on, we started introducing the wine and the champagne stuff. Then we started having problems with the halls. They don't want us to bring our drinks in. That was how the bar came in.
Ooh.
I sat down and think about it that, okay, if I am outside, like this is the hall, and where we're serving is at the back,
things will get missing.
No, missing in transit.
Mm.
You will see them carrying it like this. Missing in transit before it gets inside the hall.
Sopotilo.
Utilo. So then I now started thinking, okay, if my exotic drinks are inside the party, okay, then I can be rest assured that okay, it's from the bar to the table. Then I am there. I'm looking at you like this. So I started having problems with all people. You cannot bring your bars inside. You cannot do this. And like I said, I'm not an easy person. You cannot just what I want to achieve. You can't push me aside. It's not possible. To God be the glory. I fought it until today. Some people don't even know how we started putting bars
inside the halls.
They don't have it.
Then there's another thing. One thing I like about you is that you keep innovating.
Oh.
You keep innovating. There was one day I just got to your event and I saw two tall girls on Angere serving champagne. I said, BONNIX again. Kilo shele gongo. Then I know you introduced those things you put on table. Those like
those we call it tabletops, like the bowls. Right?
The bowls, yes. You introduce those bowls. You keep innovating. You keep adding new things. Why do you do that? You are number one already. Why don't you just rest?
Rest, okay. You just be where you are. You think you're number one. You are like number 30 before you know it. Okay, as in that, I do a lot of trainings. I go abroad. Like I can sit inside the car and I'm looking left and right. I'm learning. What you're saying that is just a tree. I am looking at it and I'm already adding how to put cup or how to add bottle. I'm already transforming it in my head. It happens to me so many times. So when I go for trainings like that, I do a lot of trainings abroad. So when I get there and I see it, I'll just look at it that, okay, we can do this back home. Because they all come to this abroad and they see it and they like it and they can afford it.
There's this new one I saw you doing for the first time. I don't know if you're the one that introduced it, but I saw it at a party you were serving at the first time. Those things that dance, those animals that are always dancing, King Kong, then Dorime too. I remember that you are the one I first saw doing.
Like I said, when we go abroad for those trainings, we pay for different things. We would have picked probably 4 or 5 things. Usually, I'll pick restaurants and bar. I'll pick nightclub. So when we go to Vegas for all these trainings, when I pick the nightclub stores, I saw the Dorime stuff from there. We are on training, so they would have had about 3 or 4 people paying specially for a lounge like this. So we are back there, and they're telling us that okay, when somebody has paid about $2,000 or $3,000, and they want to give them a bottle of Dom Perignon or maybe Moët or something, because the person paid so much money that you need to make him feel, let the person feel and let others get jealous that I will do this thing one day. They have to carry this thing and follow me. So that was how I saw that, and I'm like, I want to low now. Hey, you can do this back home. That was what happened.
What of this dancing, King Kong, and
okay.
I don't know if you've seen it. I'm showing the video as I'm talking now. Talk about it. Okay,
like that particular one, we didn't really learn it. I didn't learn it from maybe when I traveled abroad. I learned them with my children.
Wow.
Because I'm the kind of mother that is outside there every day. I'm working. So the little time I have, I sit with my children to watch cartoons. That's why I know so much about cartoons.
Wow.
Because that's the only time I can sit with my children and watch cartoon with them. So, and I'm asking, what's the name of this one? What's the name of that one? Okay. Which one do you like? Let me take a Transformer for example. The Transformer series I have watched from beginning to the end. Optimum, Bumblebee, name it. Because one of my children likes Transformer. So I'll sit and be watching Transformer movie with him, and I'm asking, which name is this one? Which name is this one?
And in your mind, you're also thinking...
In my mind, I'm already thinking how I'm going to bring King Kong or Transformer, or the one that turns to bicycle, the one that turns to Volkswagen, the one that turns to truck. I'm already thinking, okay, how am I going to... the first time I used a bicycle at one event was for Remy Cruz. At one event like that that he did for Odin. So he told me the theme of the party, and I'm like, I was begging, please, can I bring
a bike?
That was about 6-7 years ago. So even the bike inside party, I was the one. So anything you see me doing, I would have
sat down.
The first one, I am begging somebody, let me do it. I have one idea. I need to do it. And like the way I started making tea and coffee.
Tea, coffee. I forgot to say that.
I am one person that will be eating eba and amala, or I'm eating iyán and the jam, and I will still put tea or coffee on top. One day I just thought to myself, hey, there's some people out there that are like me. They want tea, they want coffee, they want green tea, whatever color. They just want. My first service of tea in any party, I begged.
Let me bring tea for you.
I want to serve tea. I sold out.
Wow.
The first party, it was free, and people were like,
If you not see you, if you not see.
Oh yeah.
Who are the people you've worked for in this industry, in this country? What events have you done? Or maybe the question should be, who have you not worked for? Nobody. Let's start with the people you've worked for.
I'm not going to start mentioning names here, but I've worked for literally everybody. Everybody. Everybody.
What is the best thing that being in this business has done for you?
It makes you know a lot of people. One. Then two, there's this saying in Yoruba that says, owó tí ó pọ̀ tí ó dé tán, òun ló máa ná.
I understand that more than you understand it.
It's not that we're rich like that, but there is no amount of continuous money that you want to spend that you will not be able to spend it. Tí ó bá kọjá iye, you know.
Now you work with your husband, yes. my guy, my friend. What's it like being in business with your husband?
Like I always tell everybody that cares to listen that the BONNIX you see outside, BONNIX is the one outside that you see. Bola Tito is the one inside. I'm a different person from the way I behave outside and the way I am at home. I am an housewife. Totally. Submissive. My husband is a very calm.
One of the most gentle human beings on the face of the earth.
I agree with
that guy is.
I know.
Is a gentleman.
I know. He's very calm. Doesn't get angry, and he doesn't fight. But unfortunately, the wife, oh goodness. At a time, he actually stopped following me to events because I know it when he wants me to fight and when he does not want me to fight. So when I look at him and I look at his reaction, like look away or walk away or don't fight, I'll just ignore it. Like
you pretend like you didn't see it.
I didn't see it. Thank you. I'll just pretend because I just needed to finish that thing immediately so that person will not repeat that nonsense with me again.
And most times you're not doing it for yourself alone. You're doing it for the industry.
Most times I don't do things for myself alone. I do it for the industry because I know if it can happen to me, oh my goodness, how many of my industry people that they would have done this or do
have
this
you ever
too.
Been slapped?
I've been slapped.
At an event?
At an event.
Who slapped you, male or female?
Female.
Why?
The sister to the groom.
Why?
Because the father gave me only 6 bottles of Moët Chandon, 6 bottles, and he already told me who I am going to serve with those things. He mentioned one professor this and one. He gave me like the name of the people, but there is one of them that he actually said this person might take 2 bottles. I said okay, sir. Then she came. She wanted a bottle of champagne for her friends, and I said, I'm sorry. Daddy said, the next thing, is it your daddy? Is it your father? Sorry, he is your father. But he said, yeah.
I feel loud.
The next thing I was looking for on the floor was my gold small earring.
Because
wow. So I was looking for my earring and she was still there ranting this.
What's wrong with you?
I was looking for earring and they were holding her not to come
and slap you
and meet me where I was looking. The earring was very important to me. So I remember vividly that day. It was at Baptist Academy at Obaniko. Yes, it was a wedding. If she's watching, she will remember that she was one because now. Later. We became friends. She apologized, But Omo. But
that day she met you at home. You were not in your normal element.
No, even 24 hours I'm on my normal elements. But If you notice me very well, you can see that when the party is going on, I will quench anything that will bring fight or not let the events go well. But that does not mean after the events, you will not know me.
I remember, and this is very important to me, and I need to say this. You are one person who is a thorough professional. I remember, because when I come, I sit with you a lot. You would tell your boys, no fighting, no stealing. I remember I begged for your boy one day, and I felt bad that I was begging. Because you have a strict rule.
I do.
That you must never ever fight. And I think they fought, and you told him, you are sacked. And that was it. How do you control stealing? How do you maintain professionalism?
Okay, let me start by saying I'm a very disciplined person. That's why you see some people tell me, go to Lejaju. No. I just have my points that come. These are my rules. Ma tell me mole. Me ò fẹ́. Ma share say danu. And the next time you will hear some people saying, oh man Jani, oh man shaking. But when they're doing all those things to you, nobody sees it.
When they're stepping.
Yes, when they're stepping on your neck, nobody will see. But the moment you remove your neck and let them eat their leg on nail,
you're a
wicked person. So my rules are very, very clear to my waiters, to the people that worked with me. Every Monday is when I pay the money. If you have worked for a week, you collect your money on Monday. And that Monday, we'll still talk to ourselves, as in like a meeting. Because you're collecting your money, we are there, we are eating, we're drinking, we're talking. I will keep telling them, please, the people that gave us this job, they are watching. They're watching us, and you did not even know. You can't even know they're watching. True. They might have 1 or 2, 3 people. Okay, we start. I won't need drinking. You don't know. Then apart from that, there's so many cameras everywhere. Almost all the halls in Lagos have cameras. Don't steal. They will go and play back the camera. And there's another thing that is in vogue that I hated so much. If I see any of my waiter carrying gift for anybody, yeah.
Oh, and that's one thing about your waiters too. They never follow people to the cashier.
Am I not going to pay you? The time that you're supposed to go and be picking my bottles or making sure they're not carrying my things away, that's when you're following somebody with a bucket of. So you can't carry it, leave it on the table. Don't call my waiter to come and help you, to follow you. Because behind you, I will do that waiter. I will do shege to that waiter. Yes. Because I don't know why you should leave your own business and be doing somebody else's business. Because it's another business carrying their gifts.
Of course, no.
Following them.
And it's not because you even want to carry gifts, it's because you want to beg for money.
Yes.
Now, how do you manage business and family? I know your husband is first, before I even talk about business and family, how did you meet your husband?
I told him I'm a fine girl now. Yeah. For a whole year, he didn't even tell me that he wants me. He was just a friend. Every day he comes around. Every day he's around. Every day.
And you are not wondering, man, you work here.
No, I didn't even see him. I didn't, like really. I didn't see him because he appeared as a friend. He didn't appear as somebody that he wants to toast me or he wants to marry me. About a year, we're just friends talking. I'm so comfortable talking to him. And because he's a cool guy, and I'm a very quick person, fire, and he's like talking gently. And at the end of the day, one day he just said, Shoma Femi. And I answered with Femi Sha. Yes, I said, Shole Femi. He said, yes, Mo Fe. Then I had shock.
Wow.
Yes. So you just went. There was no
straight.
There was no come and be my girlfriend or let's be dating. Shoma Femi. Mo de Shole Femi.
come back. Now to this question. What is it that you know now that you wish you had known nígbà when you started that would have helped you a lot? That you believe that if new people do, it will help them a lot?
In this my line of business, number one, I have no regrets. Like in training some other people to join the business, my kind of business.
Mm-hmm.
I've trained a lot of people, and to God be the glory, they're doing fantastically well. So I have no regret in training people, and I would have said, okay, what would have been my regrets so far? Nothing really. Nothing really that I would have known back then, and like feeling regret now. Nothing.
People get drunk. You're a fine girl. Have they tapped you on the ass before?
No, you won't even try.
What? Very well.
No, tó bá mọ tí yóò wájẹ́ kúrò ètò pé pẹ̀lú mi náà.
Tajaba Siwi.
Yes.
So you've never had that instance?
I've never had that instance. Somebody slapping me on my bum.
I've never had anybody saying, hello, this is my card.
Yes, a lot of that. But getting a card in a party could be anything.
But after you collect card, the person now says, hello, báwo dẹ̀ ni? Mo like ẹ gan ìwọ ọmọdé mo fẹ́ fẹ́ ọ. Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ náà?
Let me be honest with you. If anybody says anything to me during the party, I just always say to them, it's you, Abby. Okay. If you know you're not drunk, please call me tomorrow and tell me what you're telling me. They don't.
Brother. They won't call the next day.
Okay, baby. In my line of business, you have to be disciplined because you meet with a lot of people every time. So good more discipline. It's a very small community.
Yes, very, very small.
Before you know it, all of us, we know what you're doing.
What is the worst thing you have heard them say behind you that you heard?
Oti buruju, Omanja. Yeah, it's a big deal. I mean, you want to throw all tantrums at me, all nonsense and rubbish, and you expect me to take it? No. I'll throw it back at you. I'll tell you I don't want. I don't supply or give shit to people, and I don't take it back in return. Respect is reciprocal. You give me, I give you.
Do you? Okay, because you don't produce Maltina, you don't produce Coca-Cola, you don't produce champagne, you don't produce that. I know people won't be owing you money because it's not your product.
No, they do. One Jewalu go. Sometimes if you're not careful and you ask them, the next thing you hear, just because you're asking for your balance.
How much do people owe you? Yes.
Some people go as far as much as 5 M. So
5 million.
Yes.
5 million.
Yes. When somebody
on a drink that is not
drink, when somebody has already paid you like 17 million, 18 million, you just look at the person that what will 5 million
do for this person. Then
on a good day, we're supposed to take 80% service charge before, maybe probably after the event for your 20%. So it's actually your 20% that is pending, that sometimes they hold on to it and they will now gather a lot of fault. My late grandmother that is inside somewhere that
she did enjoy the party.
She said they didn't give her water on time. My champagne is missing. How many bottles? Maybe only 6 bottles. That you don't even know how you are going to share it. And the social person is supposed to have so thing, and you are not giving a lot of complaints.
Just because of the 20%.
Just because of the 20% that is remaining.
What states in Nigeria have you not worked in?
Kosi.
Because I know that you have worked
everywhere. You know when I even stopped going to the north? Initially I didn't stop. Because then I was not afraid of Boko Haram. But one day I had one event in Jigawa with the governor, and I got to Kano, and I was the only one inside the taxi, the one I took from the airport, and the driver doesn't speak English, and I don't speak Hausa. And from Kano to Jigawa, that was when I said to myself, Bola Tito, hey, what are you looking for? Then left, right, nobody. There was nobody. I was not seeing anybody. Then I now look at it again. I was counting the number of vehicles coming. My brother, I didn't see any. Okay, God, if you save me,
if I survive this one,
I'm not coming again. I think that was when I stopped.
Have you ever thought of stopping this business? Was there any time in your life that you said, "Oh, I'm tired of this job. Let me stop"?
The more I want to stop, the more I get more
ideas.
I'm telling you, I don't know when I'm going to stop. And for you people, they are trying to retire me. No way.
Your children are still coming,
though. BONNIX here, no. We'll be there for a very long time, like long.
But as a front runner, as the doyen of this business, what is it that are you comfortable with the young planners? How do they relate with you?
Don't let's go there, young planners. Those people that didn't want to call you auntie, and they're speaking English, and they are rude. And when you say one thing, when they, you know one thing with the planners, they get to the clients before us. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, I'm almost even the last person they call, because some people, because I've worked with them over time, they say, am I worried? We'll talk to BONNIX. They say, BONNIX, we can't work with her. She's too hot. She's this. These people that are talking, computer no kakiri. Computer. They ask everything they want to do. They're asking Google, what is a name? They will quickly go and ask Google. Our obere lọ́wọ́ Google kò sí Instagram gbàtà bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ó wà lórí, ó wà lágbárí Ọlọ́run. Ability ni. Kò kí n ṣe ability. Instead of them to work with you and gain out of your own experience, join it to their own, because I am ready to work with them. At least I want to be more. I want to they are like you guys. Yes. And that's why when I have a theme or when I have a wedding and I'm confused, I quickly ask my kids, please, what is so? Mommy, you don't know.
Burgundy yellow.
When they bring one color like that I've never had, láti jọ́dọ̀ ti bí mi.
Lizard orange.
I quickly ask them, Job, you don't pay me, mommy is kiniko together. And quickly they will bring it to me and they will send it to me. I say, pink now. I know, mommy, they don't call it pink anymore.
It's pinkish glowing bread banana.
Oh my goodness. I'm comfortable dealing with them.
Okay.
Quite a lot of times, but they are the one that has some, let me say, problems. Some of them, because I will not say generally, some of them.
So, is there any job you have ever done that you regretted that I did this job?
Yes.
What happened? The one you can never forget. Don't mention it, but tell me which one.
Oh God, which one comes to mind though? That I regretted, and I'm like, me by the time I share you. Which one comes to mind? Because I have a lot of it that I will just, after the event, I will just, oh God. The funniest thing, when I go to Christ, it's just my husband that I'm crying for. And sometimes when my children are around, Mommy, why are you crying? And I will start explaining, I shouldn't have taken this job. I was so humiliated. Different things. Yeah.
If there's one thing you want to be remembered for after you're old, you die and you go, what do you want to be remembered for?
I want people to remember me as a very thorough person. I'm very thorough. I try as much as possible to be honest with whatever I do. Forget the fact that sometimes our waiters can be funny. But me, owner of the business, I'm very plain. I'm very thorough with everything I do. I want people to remember me as one of the people that are honest in this my line of business, because there's too many temptations, you know. And what again? Remember me for who I am. No nonsense person.
Some time ago, you lost a very, 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 very dear friend.
Oh my goodness.
And I know it affected you greatly. What was the experience like for you? And did it affect your business in any way?
Can we not talk about it?
May our soul continue to rest in perfect peace. Let's take a break. We'll come back. All right, welcome back. May our soul continue to rest in perfect peace. I'll be doing a huge disservice if I don't mention her name. Ibidu Igodalo restaurant. Okay, let's have the GCON charade. I have 5 questions here. I'll describe these people, place, festival, and things, and you answer them before the sand moves from one side to the other. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's go. This boy is a musician. He sang a song that has to do with Yahoo Yahoo. What's his name?
Nice.
No.
Abolore.
No. The first person that sang Yahoo, oh, Yahoo,
Olumente.
This school is especially for girls alone. It's on the island. It's a very old school. What's the name of the school? Queen's College. This festival happens in Osun State. They dance by the water. They carry igba on their head. Oshogbo. They are not Nigerians. They are not Africans. They are from the other parts of the world. What name do we call them locally? They are not from Nigeria. Hey, hurry up. They are from abroad. We call them okay. What's the name of this? Oyibo. They are going to ask you that what's the name of the national team of Nigeria? Super Eagles. Okay.
I know that.
You got 1, 2, 3 correct. So 1, 2,
no, I got 4. Super Eagles, no.
Okay,
Super Eagles. It's only the Oyibo that I didn't get.
Wow.
You see. Oh yeah.
Ibeji lẹ́fí ṣeré.
Àwọn ọmọ wa.
Ibeji lẹ́fí ṣeré.
Grandchildren.
Thank you to my darling sister, and for coming. I have this special gift for you. Like I always ask my guests, do you like this picture?
Oh my God!
Thank you for coming. God bless you. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, bro. Thank you.
And thank you for being a good sister. For always looking out for me out there. God bless you.
Thank you.
So that's the program. It's better to gist than to worry yourself. It's better to gist than to lock yourself up in a room worrying yourself. It's better to gist than for you not to know what is happening. My name is Bega Inka the First. They call me the GCON. Until I bring gisting with GCON your way again. Ciao.